Israel conducting another ground raid in Gaza overnight. The Israel Defense Forces claimed the latest assault hit targets outside of Gaza City and was backed by drones and fighter jets. This is the second ground raid ahead of an anticipated wide-scale ground invasion. Meanwhile, the head of UN relief efforts in Gaza said the world, quote, seems to have turned its back on the region. This morning, a Palestinian border official said a medical team and 10 aid trucks entered Gaza through the Rafah crossing. That's with Egypt. But officials say it is not enough, and there is still no deal to allow fuel transports. CBS News' reporter Haley Ott joins us now from Tel Aviv. Haley, what more can you tell us about the latest ground attack in Gaza?
Hello, yes. There was a second ground raid carried out overnight into Gaza. That was after a previous ground raid was carried out the night before. This one targets on the outskirts of Gaza City. It was backed up by fighter jets and drones, and the IDF said that there were no Israeli casualties. The IDF said that these raids are aimed specifically at, quote, uncovering the enemy. That means destroying launch pads, explosives ahead of what they call the next phase of the war, which we're expecting to be some sort of larger ground incursion, though we don't know what that will look like and we don't know when it might occur. And
Haley, you're just about 40 miles really away from Gaza, and we understand that that you may be hearing some sirens, so we may have to cut this short. But in the meantime, talk to us about the humanitarian efforts right now in Gaza. The fuel deliveries are being held up. Israel says Hamas is hoarding them, and then officials there say that they are necessary for things like generators for hospitals. What's going on?
Absolutely. The humanitarian situation in Gaza is dire, and it is getting worse and worse by the second. The Palestinian Red Crescent says that currently hospitals there are only turning on essential life-saving machinery like incubators. Everything else, they say, is shut off because of that issue with fuel. They're running out of fuel for ambulances as well. So people who are hurt in airstrikes, they can't bring them to the hospitals. And also for aid, transporting that important aid that's brought in through the Rafah crossing from Egypt, bringing that aid to where it needs to go. They're running out of fuel for that as well. The ICRC said today that 10 of its staff were able to cross into Gaza, including a combat surgery team that could help alleviate some of the desperate need for medical help that is there in the Strip. But that isn't enough. Those staff members crossed over with around 6 trucks of medical supplies and some water purification tablets that can treat, they say, up to 5,000 people. But human rights or humanitarian groups, rather, say that they urgently need sustained and safe access to Gaza to provide even remotely close to the level of care that's required.
And Haley, there are reports of rockets being fired into Israel. I want you to tell us about the latest, where you are, what it feels like.
There have been sirens going off every now and then for the past few days. We have an app on our phone that alerts us when there are rockets headed in this direction. That app just went off, but we haven't heard any sirens yet. Earlier today, the sirens went off. We all took shelter, but we're here in Tel Aviv, which is far enough away from Gaza that usually those rockets that are aimed here are intercepted by the Iron Dome defense system. However, earlier today, there was one direct hit here in Tel Aviv, and there are at least 4 people who were reported wounded.
All right. Haley, before I let you go, we have just a little bit of time. Can you tell us what's the latest about the happenings in the West Bank on the other side of the country?
Yes, the West Bank is run completely separately from Gaza. It's not governed by Hamas, but tension there is soaring as well. The Palestinian authorities say that last night, 4 people were killed in widespread arrest raids across the West Bank. And the death toll there since October 7th, since that attack by Hamas, is now over 100. That means that this period since the 7th has been the deadliest period in the West Bank in at least a decade. Over 1,000 people as well have been arrested since the 7th of October. And these deaths occur during interactions with Israeli forces or during attacks by Israeli settlers there. Now, President Biden has said that these settler attacks are like pouring gasoline on fire. And I spoke to an analyst the other day who said tension in the West Bank is so high that at any moment it really could explode.
All right, Haley Ott, thank you, and stay safe.